This review is on a 2021 Netflix film called Below Zero. I'm the Anger Guy, and I'm going to tell you like it is. Director and writer for the film Below Zero is Luis Quiles. Mr. Quiles is known for the films Graffiti and Avatar. The Netflix film Below Zero is about a police officer who was sent to another prison. His first orders were to transfer dangerous prisoners to another facility. Ooh. His partner seemed like a nice guy at one time, but working with different types of prisoners for a long period has hardened him. After processing the prisoners and loading them into one-man cells in a large armored van, they began their dangerous trip. At the beginning of the trip, both officers agreed to take a shortcut through the woods on a two-way country road instead of traveling the 3 hours to their destination. Bad move. What do you think? In the middle of the dark woods, the officer's vehicle was stopped by a star strip which blew out one of the tires. One thing led to another, and then all hell broke loose. Oh. The film Below Zero wasn't bad for being an independent Spanish film with a budget of $1 million. The translation from Spanish to English was hardly noticeable. The only familiarity with the film in the Nicolas Cage movie Con Air was high-risk prisoners were being transferred with extreme probability the situation will get out of control and then the situation would escalate. Most circumstances, but not all, were believable, but some of the officers' decisions carried the narrative. One example was the police officer that was guarding the prisoners. He decided to go out the back of the van instead of knocking on the metal door and going up front with the driver and discuss their next move. Some parts of the film were dark, but before watching the movie, I jacked up my display light on my tablet just before it turned red. The acting was C to C+. The script was norm for good guys versus bad guys. The film could have been a little sharper, and there was a noticeable flaw, a big flaw. When falling into icy water, you never get warm until getting out of your wet clothes. At the end of the film, my attitude towards different people were swaying back and forth, but I had to remind myself constantly what happened at the beginning of the film. Is there a message to take home at the end of the movie? I didn't find any, but the movie was entertaining and it kept my interest throughout. Out of an alphabetic score, I give the film Below Zero a solid C. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you for watching and thank you for commenting. Thanks.